taking a break in your years. It's genius. Bring your car to Budget Breaks and give your budget a break. You get it?
It's not exactly what I had in mind, but...
Visit budgetbreaks.com. Breaks starting at just $100.
It is always a fun day on Fridays for us here because Melissa Lael comes our way with the Chattanooga Market. But this Friday is a little bit of a double whammy of fun for us because, for one thing, Sunday is karaoke day at the market. Is that right?
Market karaoke.
Whew, I'm glad I'm out of town. Okay. But also fun because Ella Livingston is back on the show. Cocoa Asante, good to see you.
Good to be here.
She's one of your babies grown up.
She is. I know that she's very, very famous now. And we're happy she still comes to the market.
Yeah, I would say I paid ahead for the year, so y'all got me for a year.
There you go.
But how can I leave the market?
So you'll be there to sing a song.
What? I got kicked out of my church choir, so I don't know if you want me. I sure did. They gave me a solo.
That sounds even more fun, actually. I think you should do it.
That's what the point of karaoke.
Yes.
Exactly. So the first time you were on with us, Ella, I mean, all of us just fell in love with you. And then we learned your story, and that made it all the richer. And then, like Melissa said, the success has come your way with that viral, was it a TikTok video?
It was a TikTok, yes.
That blew you out of the water. But I'm guessing it sounds like you still want to honor your hometown roots here.
Absolutely.
With the folks that got you there.
Absolutely. Like, you never, ever, ever forget who was with you from the beginning and who gave you a chance, you know, when you were just a itty bitty small business. So forever grateful for the platform that the Chattanooga Market gives us.
So in case you're not a TikToker and you don't know what we're talking about, so Ella's business is called Cocoa Asante. The name itself is very personal for you.
Yes,
I'll
yes.
let you set it up.
Yeah, so Cocoa, of course, is what we work with. We do chocolates, and then Asante is the name of the tribe that I'm from in Ghana. And so it's very important. Right now we source our cacao beans from Ghana. We don't process it ourselves, but this year we're working on being able to source my family's farm in Ghana and process it right here in Chattanooga.
Awesome. But then it's not just that they have this lovely story. Then what they create, you can see, are these works of art. I mean, you're probably sitting there thinking, no, that's not edible.
Right.
But it is.
But it is, and I'm super excited because summer, we have a tipsy summer. And so all the flavors that you guys see in the black box are all alcoholic, so please don't give it to your children. But we have Black Girl Magic, or BGM, which is made with Black Girl Magic red wine. We have Boozy Caramel, which is made with Uncle Nearest Whiskey, which is a black-owned Tennessee brand. And of course, we have Chattanooga Whiskey because we had to honor our hometown.
I love that. So these are, it's not you alone doing the work, right?
No, I have a team.
Yes. But y'all are hand painting these. They're bonbons,
yes.
right? And you are, and then there are also the chocolate bars.
The chocolate bars as well, yes.
Diamonds.
Look at this. Yeah, it's like Beyonce or something.
Yeah.
Look, okay.
So on this one, is this infused as well, or is this
No,
just
yeah,
chocolate?
the bars are just chocolates. It's the bonbons that really have a lot of the flavors. But what's exciting about going being a bar is we'll have a lot more control over the chocolate bar. So we'll be able to, like, for example, age our cacao nibs in whiskey barrels. So that infuses the essence of the whiskey into the chocolates, and it changes the flavor profile.
I love how Melissa and I just sit here as if we know what you're talking about. What's a cacao nib?
Oh yeah, I'm so sorry. Like,
it's all coming back to me when she taught us this a year ago. I'm like, yes, she did tell us about that. But other people won't remember.
What's
so
a
you should
cacao
tell us.
nib?
So cocoa and cacao are essentially the same thing. It's just cacao is before the actual cocoa beans are roasted. Once they're roasted, they're known as cocoa. Yeah. So the nibs are when you take before they're roasted, the beans, and then they're kind of like crushed up into little like kind of chunks, and they just call them nibs. Oh. So before we start roasting or taking it through the entire process to make, you know, the beans into a chocolate bar, we can age them in whiskey barrels. So
all of this is being done once you get the cacao beans in, and this year you're hoping to be getting them from your family's farm.
Yes, that is the prayer.
Ghana. So once they're here in Chattanooga, then they stay in-house with you. Y'all process all of it
We'll process
here?
it from beginning to end, and that's what's going to make us a really unique chocolate company. There are very, very few chocolate companies in the world that source from their own farm.
And what's that process like for you time-wise once you get the cacao bean?
Yeah, so we're figuring out everything now because we're starting to make that transition. But from getting the cacao beans, it depends on if we want to age it in whiskey barrels. That can take a couple months. But from when we have the bean to process it, we can have it within a week. We kind of take a week to do our full process. So we can have it from the cacao nib to the final bar within a week.
So it's fairly quick.
Yeah, it's fairly quick.
Now, you are this world famous person now. So what happened was there's an influencer who tried your product unbeknownst to you, and he fell in love with it and put it out there on social media. And if you know anything about TikTok, it's almost the kiss of death if you become famous on TikTok, because then you can't get the product anymore, right? But you made sure that people still could.
We did, and it took us a couple weeks. Sometimes we were backdated up to like 5-6 weeks, but people were very, very patient. We just made sure to communicate like, hey, everything's on pre-order. These are the orders we're working on now. And the great thing is that his platform and my platform, we have the same type of customers, people who care, people who are kind. And so they were willing to wait for that quality product.
So you did have pre-orders then.
Yes.
Do you expect with the holiday season not too far away, should we plan on that again?
I cannot emphasize enough to please, if you're looking for chocolates around, like we're trying to prepare and scale up to handle the demand, and higher. But I will say, if you're looking, we're going to be releasing our holiday flavors in the beginning of November. So if you're looking to get chocolate for the holiday season, we're going to have pre-orders available in the beginning of November.
Okay, before I let you run, I want you to brag on Melissa and her team a little bit, because you mentioned how you and this TikTok influencer have customers who care. That's what you find at the market too, right?
Absolutely. Like the great thing about the Chattanooga Market is you really get the time to really learn and interact with your customers. And we now have customers who I dare say we're now friends. You know, I see them every week. We chit chat. I know what's going on with their lives. They care about what's happening with me. And that's great. I wouldn't have that without the Chattanooga Market. And then what they do at the holiday market is absolutely phenomenal. We have people coming in from different states just to come and support, you know, us vendors.
So people should come out and sing a song on Sunday.
Absolutely.
Exactly. It'll be a fun day. We hope everyone comes out and does a little singing so we can do it again next year.
There you go. And get some chocolates while you're there, and that can be your sweet payoff. So you can find Ella at cocoasante.com. There's her information. But most importantly, you can catch her this weekend at the Chattanooga Market, 11 to 4, at the First Horizon Pavilion, ChattanoogaMarket.com. I will not sing.
Ascension Living provides services and amenities to our residents.
It's such a close-knit group. It's so much like family.
Why wouldn't you want to live here too? Come home to a